Have you ever stopped and wondered, if you can observe your own thoughts, who is it that's doing the observing? It's a fascinating question that sits right at the intersection of psychology, neuroscience, and philosophy. Let's dive into it. Think about it. Thoughts just pop up, don't they? Images, words, memories, worries, plans. They stream through your mind all day long. But every now and then, you catch one. You notice it. You might think, wow, that was a strange thought, or why am I worrying about that again? In that exact moment, a separation occurs. There's the thought, and then there's you, the one noticing the thought. So, who is this observer? In the world of psychology, this is known as metacognition. It's a fancy term that simply means thinking about thinking. It's our mind's incredible ability to step back and reflect on its own processes. It's like having a supervisor in your brain that can watch what the rest of the mind is doing. This capacity for self-awareness is a cornerstone of higher-level consciousness and what makes us so uniquely human. Now, let's look at the brain itself. Neuroscience gives us some clues. The act of observing your thoughts is heavily linked to the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain right behind your forehead. This area is the CEO of the brain, responsible for things like self-monitoring, focused attention, and executive control. When you consciously decide to pay attention to your thoughts, you're activating these prefrontal circuits. But where do the thoughts themselves come from? They are often generated more automatically by other brain networks. A key player here is the default mode network, or DMN. This network is most active when your mind is wandering, daydreaming, or ruminating about the past and future. It pulls from your memories, emotions, and past experiences to constantly create mental content. So, here's the key takeaway: the thinker, the part of your brain generating thoughts, often the default mode network, and the observer, the part of your brain that notices them, involving the prefrontal cortex, are not the same process. One is a continuous stream of mental chatter, and the other is a quiet, stable awareness that can watch that stream flow by without getting swept away. This observing awareness is often calm and not emotionally reactive. This distinction is not just a cool mental puzzle. It's incredibly practical. In therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy and mindfulness practices, the entire goal is to strengthen this observer. By learning to identify with the observer rather than the thoughts themselves, you create a crucial psychological distance. This space allows you to see thoughts for what they are, just temporary mental events, not absolute truths or commands. When you're stuck in a loop of anxiety, rumination, or intrusive thoughts, this skill is a game changer. You realize you don't have to believe every negative thing your mind tells you. You can simply notice the thought, acknowledge it, and let it go without getting entangled in it. You are not your thoughts. You are the silent, spacious awareness that notices them. And in that powerful space between the thought and the observer, freedom and choice become possible. When you observe your thoughts, you meet the part of you that is not controlled by them. For more insights into your mind, make sure to follow Mind Matters Initiative Kenya. Thanks for watching.